and welcome back to Adorabuild. My name is Ruth and my little dog is called Pucky. And in today's video we are going to be checking out the pretty much finished version of my Princess Jasmine Tower. Now this is actually the second Princess Jasmine Tower that I have built, because my first tower was mainly constructed with the set that we got originally, and this tower uses the second wave of Princess Jasmine sets that we received when the live action Aladdin remake actually came out. Now the reason why I do say that it is pretty much finished is because there are a few parts that I will need to order and swap out, but the basic construction of the tower is all finished and I think that it's looking absolutely lovely. So in order to share this particular MOC with you, I do think that it's going to be a great idea in order to have the first tower here as well, so that we can have a comparison. So I'll just going to go and grab that. So here are both of the Jasmine Towers that you can have a look at and a little bit more of a comparison. However, like I said, I will be focusing on the second tower today, since the first tower does have its own unique video going through and describing how I constructed it and a lot of the extra details too. So starting off down the bottom here, once again we do have a market area, which is the same as what I created on the first tower. The main difference is that I have used gold tiles for this marketplace, whereas we had the white in the previous. Again, one of the key details that did get featured in the first tower are the gold fence pieces, and that's something that I haven't used in this tower either. Another aspect of this design was making sure that all the market stalls did actually read kind of similar to each other. So I wanted to keep each of the market stalls within a similar colour palette to each other and with a few similar design concepts, such as the stripy awnings and then also the feature at the top here as well. So for the first tower we do have a market stall with potions. With the second tower we do have a market stall with glassware in order to match in with the stickers that are featured on the part of the rockwork as well, which are absolutely gorgeous stickers that have the lanterns on them on the trans pink bricks, which look absolutely gorgeous. And then we also have a fruit stall over here as well. One of the other key differences between both of these sets are the Aladdin Minidolls. Now with the first tower, this is actually a repainted Minidoll that I created by myself. And fortunately we did have an Aladdin hairpiece from the Disney CMF series, so I was able to get hold of that on Bricklink. I also used Johnny Baker's trousers from the Wave 1 of the Elves theme, where we actually had a bakery, and then I just repainted the vest purple. And I was really super proud of this particular mini doll, and I couldn't believe it when shortly after I had created my own Aladdin mini doll via repaint, Lego released their version. And I must admit, I do think they do look quite similar and the parts are very similar as well. Now we will move up to the second level, where on this particular build I do have Jasmine's Petite Tower, and over this side I do have the Tiger's Beautiful Temple, which was one of the Lego Friends foil packs. And I think this foil pack came out in 2013 or 2014. So it was very, very early on in the Friends series that we actually got these beautiful animal foil packs. And I thought that including the tiger on this first tower would be a brilliant idea, since at that stage we only had the one Princess Jasmine set. So of course when we look back to the second tower and we've got Jasmine's Petite Tower set here, I have kept the functionality of the play feature of being able to open and close this particular build up and back. The functionality of being able to open and close this set. However, I did change out some of the colours and I made a few other modifications so it fit much better into the proportions of this tower. But I'm super happy with how this little section looks. Then when we move on to the third level, we do have the fountain over this side, which does actually have one of the trans blue glitter pieces, which was one of the very early glitter pieces that we got from Lego. We're now seeing a few more of those glitter pieces pop up, particularly in the dots wave, whereas over here on the second tower, this was modified out of one of the sets. So I'm just going to turn this around so that you guys can see this section in a little bit more detail. And I have actually included the Jafar minifigure on this particular level as well. I did try and keep the colours and the proportions that were taken from this set in order to create this little tea room. And you can see that in a bit more detail once I've moved Jafar out of the way. I wonder whether or not we will ever get a Jafar mini doll. Maybe not, but it's really nice that we do at least have a minifigure. And I do think that it is important to acknowledge that while we do have Jafar over on this set, I do actually have the genie and the lamp, which is also a CMF, over here on the first set as well. Now with both of these towers, the crowning glory, which is kind of ironic that it's called that since the crown sits on the top, and both of these have fantastic sets or parts of sets that are included at the top of this build. So this is the main palace feature that we received in the original Princess Jasmine set, which of course also includes the tiger and a small interior which I did manage to modify. And then at the back here we also have a little flying carpet build too. Whereas over here I did take some of the more pretty design elements from one of the Jasmine sets that we received more recently, and I made a little balcony area where we've got the dove birdcage, which has had a few little colour changes from the original design, and then also a little balcony and sort of makeup area as well. The flying carpet for this particular set sits on the top here and is actually part of a play feature that can spin around. This is one of the sections that I really wanted to modify and make it a little bit better in my eyes anyway, and this is where things still need to be ordered from Bricklink. So you can see here that at the moment I do have the yellow pieces on the back here. Obviously these will need to be changed out for gold. And then also the bracket that has been attached onto this clear piece does also need to be changed out as well. At the moment, the underside of this bracket is a 2x2, and I'd much prefer to have either a 1x1 or a 1x2 as well. So it will just depend on what different colours are available in the part that I actually need. I think that I have seen the bracket in this beautiful dark teal colour, so that might be a really nice option for this set as well, so that then it all starts to tie in together. I think the white stands out a little bit too much. Again, the other thing that I would also like to find for this flying castle is one of the inverted 2x2 tiles as well to fit onto this section of the carpet as well, so that we don't see the underside of that particular plate. And you can see that for this first tower I have included a small oasis area, and there is a lot more foliage in the form of vines and creepers all over this particular tower, whereas for this set the foliage does seem to be a little bit more sparse. But that's because I really wanted to sort of acknowledge that with this particular tower I would see that it would be more surrounded by desert rather than an oasis like the first tower. And the reason why I really wanted to do that was because of this little feature down here, which was part of one of the original sets. And if we open up this particular cave door, in here we do actually have the representation of the genie. So I thought that that would be much more fitting to be part of a desert rather than being so surrounded by foliage. But of course I still wanted both of these towers to be able to sort of tie in with each other. So I do hope that you have enjoyed seeing this creation, almost finished aside from maybe 3 parts. And then also revisiting this particular creation as well, which I'm pretty sure is my first ever video. So feel free to go back and check that out, and you can see how far my editing has come and how nervous I was when I was talking about my own builds as well. And of course I would like to say a huge thank you to all of you who check out my videos and leave comments or leave a like, and who have subscribed to my channel as well. I never thought in a million years that I would have made so many great friends via a YouTube channel talking about Lego, and it's also just been absolutely wonderful to see how much my channel has grown as well. So thank you all so much. I'm extremely grateful for you guys to be taking time out of your day to listen to me ramble on in an excited way about my Lego. So until my next video, please take care of yourselves, and hopefully I will be able to catch you on one of my live streams, which are usually on a Saturday. And in the near future, I should be posting a few more surprise streams too. So please keep an eye out for those. And hopefully I'll be able to see you all soon, or chat to you in the comments below. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.